Okay, in this video episode, we're using one graph to sketch another graph. The question goes, sketch the graph y equals the square root of x, and then use translations, horizontal and vertical shifts, to sketch the graph y equals the square root of x plus 3 minus 2. So the first thing we want to do is sketch this graph up here on the number plane. The way we're going to do that is we're going to have a table of values. Some of you already know what it looks like. If you don't, just do a little t-table, substitute the values and draw it. Then for the second graph right here to sketch this, we're not going to use a t-table. We are merely going to shift horizontally and vertically to achieve this particular graph from this parent graph up here. Because once we have the parent graph, we can slide and slot it to the appropriate place. Now, the way we're going to do this is, first of all, we're going to draw this, and then we've got to identify on here where the translations are. Now, over here, we've got this 2 over here out by itself like a constant. That refers to the up and down shift. That's the vertical up and down. So I'll just put an arrow up and down here. That's the vertical. And over here, inside the function, the square root of x plus 3, in here, this is all the horizontal. That's the horizontal shift from left to right. So up and down, left and right. We'll get to that in a moment, but first, let's draw this particular graph right there. Y equals the square root of x. We're going to draw that first. Okay, so a little t-table. So we'll have an x and a y, and we'll start off at 0, because the square root of a negative number, we're not going to have anything here on the negative side. Why? Because if I substitute a negative number in the square root sign, the square root of negative 1, the calculator will say error, which means indeterminable. So we've got 0 here. Let's go 0, 1, 2. We'll go 4. I'll make another one. 4, and we'll have 6. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, let's start substituting. Okay, we're going to substitute 0 into the square root where x is. The square root of 0 is 0. So we know it all starts at the origin right there. And we'll substitute 1. The square root of 1 is 1. The square root of 2 is 1.4 approximately. The square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 6 is approximately, not exact, but approximately 2.4. It's good enough for us to draw that. So let's start to plot the points. We've got 0, 0. That's going to be right here at the origin. 0, 0. We've got 1, 1. 1, 1. That's going to be right there. We've got 2, 1.4. 2 across, up 1.4. That's going to be there. We have 4, 2. Cross 4, up 2, there we are right there. And 6, 2.4. Cross 6, 2.4, that'll be right there. So we just join the dots now. Okay, so that is y equals the square root of x. There's our curve there. It starts right there, there's nothing on the negative. So there it is. Now, all we have to do is slide and shift and translate this to get to this point here where this graph is. Y equals the square root of x plus 3 minus 2. Let's take a closer look at the verticals. This number here, we've got a minus 2 there. So that minus stays because it's vertical and it's outside the function there. So minus 2 means that we're going to go down 2 units. And over here, inside the function, under this house, under that square root sign, we've got x plus 3, meaning that what's going to happen is this is going to shift to the opposite. See how we got plus 3? The opposite of plus 3 is minus 3. So it's going to go to the left, to minus 3. So let's write that down. So plus means left. We're going to take it to minus 3 right over there. So, doesn't matter which one we do first. Let's go to the minus 3 first. So we got minus 3. We're going to shift it minus 3 horizontally to there. And then we're going to go down 2 units. 1, 2. So this is our new origin. That's our old origin. This is the new origin. Okay, now all you have to do is go up and across the same way that we went with this. So you'll notice here with the original parent function, y equals the square root of x, we went up 1 across 1. So we'll do that here too. Up 1 across 1, there's our second point. Then we went across 2, up 1.4. Across 2, up 1.4. Across 2, 1, 2, up 1.4, that will be right there. Then we went across 4, up 2. Across 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2, that's right there. Okay. Then we went 6, 2.4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 2.4, 1, 2.4, right there. So it kind of looks like that. Okay, so let's start to draw this. So this is going to start here, and it's going to go there, 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 like that. There we go. There's our new one, and this is y equals the square root of x plus 3 minus 2. There we go. Now let me just mark these out. That's our new origin right there, which has shifted from this origin right over there, like that. Y equals the square root of x. So what have we done? We've got the exact same shape and size, the original parent function of y equals the square root of x, and then using translations of 2 units down and 3 units to the left, 2 units down and 3 units to the left, we've come up with the new graph, new sketch of the function y equals the square root of x plus 3 minus 2. Notice that the shape and the size is identical. All we did was the shifts and we got that curve. There you go. Hope that helps.